Hey guys, Brandon here, and I recently made a video unboxing the Polar Pro Vivid Series ND filters. And in this video I'm finally going to test it a little bit more than I did in that video. I just popped it on real quick and then just showed you a quick comparison. This one's going to be a little bit more detailed, still quite a short video. So yeah, in case you didn't see it, the Vivid collection comes with a ND4, 8, and 16 polarized filter. And as you can see, the 8's missing. I got that one on the Mavic now. So the test that you guys are about to see comparison was with the ND8. So anyway, what I did was just fly the same flight pretty much with and without it at different shutter speeds. My contrast and sharpness -1, saturation 0. And usually, if you guys have seen my videos, you guys know I like to fly with D Cine-like as the profile just to get a really flat look, then color grade it later. Just for the sake of this comparison, so I wouldn't be color grading, just in case I color graded differently. What I did was no color grading whatsoever on the footage that you guys are about to see, and so that's why it might look a little weird. I actually just select none as far as that profile. So the colors look a little too saturated for me. It's just not pretty, so just keep that in mind. But what to look for here is obviously more than just the colors, just obviously the reflection from the sun because of the polarization, and also just the motion blur. So pay attention to the cars moving here. With the polarizer, my shutter speed was at about 80, which ideally was 60 or so. So I would like to probably use the ND16 at this point, but the ND8 is what I had. So I was still under 100, but you know, 60 is what I like to be at. And the motion blur is quite nice. Now, in contrast, when we go over to no filter, my shutter was up in the thousands. I believe I was actually 1,000. So the motion blur is just not as well. Again, like the color said, in fact, actually later I'm going to show you guys an example of color graded footage of some raw footage that I then color graded, just so you guys could see the potential of the ND polarized filters. So yeah, just looking around some other shots around here as well. Again, colors, this isn't a great example for coloring. I have flown it before, and the first one that showed the potential of the polarization much better. I was flying in the middle of the day, super bright outside, so again, just not the ideal times to do this, but pay attention to the motion blur. That's the important piece of this video. Now, here are a couple of pictures. Now, this doesn't show too much. Again, these I actually did end up shooting D Cine-like, so they're a little flatter. So these look a little boring until you do color grade them. For example, here is a standard picture, no color grading, and then here it is with color grading. This was with the ND8, which just shows the polarization really shows the potential here with editing, because it gathers a lot of information and you're able to tone the brights in the sky way down and get everything kind of level. So that was with the polarization. And then I want to end it just with this video here. I want to show that a flat image, flat video, then color graded. This is with the ND8 as well. This is what I normally like to do. And for people like myself who don't just leave it on automatic, who actually dial in their flat settings just to color grade later, that is when the ND filters and polarizers really shine. So anyway, I know that was kind of a quick demonstration on this. Like I said, bright outside, so it's not ideal to show the differences and to get a perfect looking video, but nonetheless, hopefully this did give you some idea on just how helpful these polarized ND filters are, even without polarization, just to dial down, or at least dial the shutter speed to a more normal number. That with the ND filters is super helpful. Now with the shutter collection, you don't get the polarization, but you do get, I believe it's 8, 16, and 32 ND filters, versus on the Vivid, I honestly don't see myself using anything higher than 16 ever. Even like today, 8 was pretty good. So anyway, just to give you a quick idea on that, if you guys want the Shutter or Vivid collection, they are available on Amazon for about 80 bucks or so. A little bit less actually. So I will put the link in the description and in the comment section to where you guys can check it out. By far my favorite purchase I've made for the Mavic. Anyway, that does it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.